Alright, well, we got the first AC up here. Turn this around so I can. That's what I like about this camera, at least I can see myself when I'm talking and make sure everything's still in the shot. Okay. This is a Gold Star. It's a, on the end here, should have some tag on what this is. Oh, here we go. Here's the end tag. End tag says a 550 BTUs, 115 volts. Boy, it's an older one. It's got R22 in it. Everything is now 134A. So let's plug it in and see what happens. Okay. There we go. Two little buttons here, and I pushed it so that would light up. Okay. Fan speed. Nothing. On. Okay. So, there's high. There's low. Give it a few minutes. Let's block some up here. It comes on, that's a good thing. Make sure I'm not putting this down into the fan. Oh, yep, I would have stuck this right down in there. I would have hit the fan right away. Okay, where's the safe spot? Okay, over here. See the fans here? Good thing I shined my light in there. That would not have been good. Let's see what we have here. We're at 70 degrees in here. Yeah, it's going to be another warm one today. What we do is I'm going to get this other AC up here. And look at this other thing where that's warming up. Okay. Slide this down. And we'll look at this. Stanley Jump. Battery status. Wow, still got some power in there. Look at. Still has power. Alright. There's a plug in the back. You plug it into, charge the battery. Here's the air tire pump. Okay, tire pump works. Hey, flashlight works. And then there's a USB plug here. That's interesting. Let's see how this thing's going. It's not doing too good. That shuts the compressor off. Oh, that don't sound good. There we go. Let's put it on high. Maybe low is too low. Well, let me pause this for a while and let this thing cool out, and we'll come back, see if it's going to work. Well, it's working. It's about 10 minutes later. You can see that. Still going down. So So it's doing. I think what before that you could probably only use low just on the fan speed. It's probably not fast enough to. I know from working on heating air conditioner, if you don't have the fan, you don't have enough speed on your fan, your AC isn't going to cool correctly. So that's probably what the problem is there. This thing seems it's throwing out all kinds of heat. You can feel the heat from the back here, pushing heat outside, which this would be actually outside your house, outside the other side of your window. All thing you're doing is pushing heat into the garage, which is okay a little bit. Yeah, this thing here, I think it just needs to be charged up a little bit more till the green. And I'll have to try that out on something else. But let's see about the one in the box. Oh, junk falling everywhere. Still going down. Hey, it's at 57. Hang on here. Back it up a little bit. There we go. Ah. Okay. No. Well, it's at 57. Seems to be holding pretty good. Alright, let's see about getting this thing up. Oh. Alright. Hey, got instructions. Get this over here a little closer. See what we're getting into here. Okay, so there we go. So we've got some instructions. Stanley 1000A jump starter with compressor. Alright. Oh, still some goodies here in the bottom of the box. I bet you could probably charge this thing up by here. You got a dual cigarette lighter charger, so you can probably charge this thing up from your cigarette lighter. That's pretty cool. It has a warranty card. See if I can find the English side. Product warranty, limited warranty. Doesn't say how long the warranty is. Might be book. Well, let's test this one. See how it works. Battery test status. Hey, look at that! It's all charged up. And well, this should work. Still got the sticker on the button. So. Must have charged this up and never even used the tire inflator. So we get this sticker off here. There we go. There's the sticker for the tire inflator. It's got a little button on it, thing on it. Okay. Oh, come on, really? Still got another sticker on it. Still in the box. Alright, cool. That's a neat little find. Let's see what the AC's at now. It's at 55, so we're doing really good. 55, this AC works. So Emily, pause this and test something else out, and we'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I wanted you to listen to this thing. I'm going to unplug this, and hopefully the mic will be able to pick this thing up. I'm going to set this down. I want you to listen now. That doesn't sound good. I think we might have to take this apart. Yeah, something's making some rubbing noise in there when we shut it off, so... This one's running, but I think we're going to take it apart. So, just wanted to let you know that. Got a few other things here other than the compressor. I need to go back some more. Here we go. Got a few other things here other than the compressor. This, my disco light shows on here, get it up close here, shows on here that it's a 12 volt. There we go, 12 volt. And I have one of these adapter deals that you can buy. It has all the different voltages on here, and it has a whole bunch of different little plugs on it, and it's got another plug, and I think this is a 9 volt battery connector. So I just need to push it all the way over to where it says 12, and it's all the way over by 12. So let's see. I probably should have some disco music. Should have got my laptop and played some disco music for this moment. Are we ready? Set. Go. Oh, nothing. Is this on 12? It's on 12. Oh! That's it? Come on. Turn. Turn. Oh, man. That's probably why I was sitting out in the junk. The light comes on. Why isn't the motor coming on? Well, you know what? I'm not giving up on that yet. I'm a discothequer that I am. Alright. So we've got a little heater. This is a Comfort Zone heater. It's got little deals on the top. So let's see if this thing works. Of course, it's going to be only probably about 102 outside today. Oh man, it's been killer down here. Okay, let's put the minimum down to the minimum on the heat. Fan, it says. Alright. Low, high, fan. Nothing. Oh, you have to turn the thermostat up to get the fan to come on. Okay. Want to make sure it doesn't heat in the fan mode. Okay. Let's put it in low. Hey, throwing some heat. Cool. Thermostat and works. Throw some heat. Let's try high. Oh yeah. Holy cow. Cool. That's going to keep my toes warm this coming winter. Kind of hot in here now, but hey, let that cool off back here. Alright, so now we've got this Harrier. There was some side curtains on it. I took them off. They're sitting over there. Goes up against the window. And let's see what this says. It says it's 5,000 BTU and it's charged with 410A. So this is a newer one. Yeah, looks pretty clean. It's hardly ever been used. It's a nice one. Alright. Let's see if this, I think these light up when you plug them in. There we go. Push the button, the reset, and the little light lights up right up here in the top. I don't know if you can see that. Get that farther over here. See, it lights up. You push this little button here, pops it off. It's like your built-in breaker. They all have that now. That's kind of a nice thing. Keep people from getting zapped. Okay, so let's turn the fan on. Let's turn it on. Let's turn the thermostat way down to minimum so we can turn the fan on. Yep, fan's on low. You should look in there. Make sure I'm not. Yeah, the blower's pretty far back, so I can get my probe in there. That's low. That's high. Let's turn the AC on. Oh, the compressor kicks on. Good noise. Good noise. This is a little fancier. You got a little bit more adjustment on it. I think this one runs a little quieter. Harrier's a good brand. So, you can feel this one cooling right away. The other one cooled pretty fast. What did we get on the other one? 55, I think. So let's let this one run. Let's let this one run for a while and get stuck in there without falling out. Might have to tape this up there. Yeah, I'm going to get some tape. And we'll let this run for about 10 minutes and I'll come back and see how low it gets. Alright, see you in a little bit. Yeah, well, it's not looking good for the 410A one. 22 outperformed this one. Best we can get out of this is 62. I might end up having to take it apart. Well, let's unhook it from the power and see if it makes any difference here. Well, that one spools down fine. Yeah, that should be, it should be at least 15 degrees difference. That one was because we were 70 in here. There's my little temperature deal. It's a little bit warmer than where it was. But it was 70 in here and 55 is about 15, so that's about right. But you know, I know people are going to yell at me about this, but I don't think 410 cools as good as 22 does. I don't need to hear your comments. Worked in the industry for a while. I bought a couple ACs, and here's one that a friend of mine used, a guy I work with, and it's a 22. There we go. It's 550, and then you come down here and it's R22. This is a good little one. It's got a little, it's got the, where's my flashlight? Here we go. Back in there. It's got a little dial on it. It's got, almost looks like the same switches, and this one's a, what is this one? A Hampton Bay, and the other one's a Gold Star. But this is the one this one here is the one I just found like about a month ago. Somebody had it sitting up by the dumpster. And I brought it back and plugged it in, and I replaced the capacitor on it. It did work, but I just kind of felt that it just wasn't starting up fast enough. So I replaced the capacitor and washed it out and stuff. And this one works great. And this one is a little, let's see here, 520 BTUs, and it is also an R22. What I like about this one here is, let me slide this more, that my wife and I just got a tent. We're going to do some camping. And on the tent has a little flap that lets air in. Well, the flap is as big as this AC is, and I put this thing like on a couple 2x6s and slide it in there. It's got a screen on the inside, and I'll be able to push the buttons right through the screen. I won't have to cut a hole for anything else. I can run the extension cord outside, but I can actually just push through the screen to turn this thing on and off and move it through its little deal. Which the other one has a dial on it, and I'd end up having to, like this one here, I'd have to figure some way of cutting a hole in my brand new screen. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I think maybe this Harrier, I'll take it apart and see if it's dirty on the inside. It's not cooling very well. I mean, it's cooling, but it should be a lot better. It went from down to 60, and then it came back up to 61. But you got to remember exchanging the warm air in here, but still, still being at 70 degrees, it should cool. So here's a project, and here's my other project, and I might start into this afternoon. So he's got a big old brass tank in there, and I can see way back in there. Big old tank. But the bottom of it is riveted. There's rivets all on the bottom here. I guess I could drill out the rivets. I might end up having to do that because, man, I'm trying to figure out, I'm looking at the top here trying to figure out how to get at the top. I had to take the whole top off to get in there. I don't know. I'm going to take a look at it. This thing is a big, I had to use my two-wheel cart, slide it out and get it across the street. I'm not a young man anymore, but I got it here. So I might have to break the drill out and drill all these rivets out. And really, recent thing I kind of wanted, besides the tank and stuff, I saw this pump in here. There's a pump in here. My brother Dan does a lot of stuff, and I thought maybe this little pump might come in handy for something that him and my nephew Scott, they usually get into some projects. That might be something nice for them. So I don't know if that's a 220 or maybe it's stepped, because this is a 220, I do believe. 220 or 208. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's got a 3-prong plug on it. Could be 208. A lot of the working in restaurant over the years, a lot of stuff is 208 3-phase. So, well, that's another thing. So, hey, pretty good. Got an air conditioner that works. Charging deal, and I had the other charging thing around here somewhere. What do I do with it? Oh, there it is, right behind me. There's the other one. That works. Disco light. Well, that's still kind of out on what we're gonna do, and I'm waiting for the carburetor for my lawnmower. My junk. Look at all my junk. I got junk everywhere. Wish I had some nice garages like some of these guys do on YouTube, but I don't. So I'm gonna go get something to eat, and maybe we'll come back after lunch and film a little bit more, and we'll tear into this thing, and I'll tear the cover off it, and if I don't see anything wrong with it, then it's probably gonna be scrap. Alright, selling guy, I'll catch you in a bit. Alright, bye. Figured you want to see this, so I took there's part of the cover. There's part of the cover. I took off the AC, took the front off of it. Took a bunch of screws out of it all around here. Take screws all along the sides, and then they got this little styrofoam deal. This is where the cold air comes out the front. This is part of the styrofoam cover that goes around the fan, and this comes up out of the way here. And this thing spins and blows air across the coil. And then it sucks air in, it sucks air in here, pulls it up into here, and then blows it out through the top. And it's a fan that has a shaft on both sides, and it runs one direction. And there's your compressor. And your capacitor is back in here. There's a little door I took off right here. So here's a schematic. I'm trying to talk with the flashlight in my mouth. Right there is a capacitor. There we go. Too much light. Yeah, that's what was wrong with the other one that I replaced the capacitor. So, and there's the compressor. Little thing. Yeah, this thing, it's just not cooling right. And you can see light through the fins there. Let's see if I can. There's a spot there. Let me shut this one light off. I'll shut it off right here. I'm shining light through the back of the fins, and you can see the light going through the fins there. Or if you wanted to shoot it through the other side, you could do it this way too. You can see the light going through the fins. Oops. Hang on, let me back it up. There we go. See the light going through the fins. Got my big old fat fingers on there. And there's lights there, that's why you couldn't see it before. Light going down there. Yeah, turn this light back on. It's just not cooling right. Probably got low refrigerant. Everything else seems to be working fine on it. And there's no way you can, not like a big AC where you can tap into, I mean, you can tap into these and probably fill it up with 134, but it's really just not. These pretty much air conditioners are just, they work, and if there's something simple, like that one was a capacitor, but if it's a charge thing, and most people just throw these away and get another one. That's the bad thing about it. So there's one for the scrap pile, and then I'm going to start on that thing and see if I can take some, drill out some of those rivets on the bottom and see if I can get it to come apart a little bit better. But yeah, this unit here is done. So, all right, talk to you later. Bye.